Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my family. Whatever side of the diaspora that you're on, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Mental House with me, your host, Khadija. Now, the first thing I want to address before I get started is the email that I received from Herman and a couple other people who I can't even remember. Herman, yours stood out. Um, and it was again, y'all, if you want to continue to send your email, send it to artists. I'm sorry. Send it to the mental house at wi.rr.com. Again, that's the mental house at wi.rr.com. Or you can just continue to hit me up the way you've been doing through private message or whatever. But Herman, I totally disagree with what you said, and it's too bad that you took offense to what I said about Joel Osteen. And I'm sure the other ones out there who share his sentiment. So what? I said what I meant, and I meant what I said. I don't scratch where I don't itch. I don't bend when I don't have to. I believe that the test of a man is how he responds in times of adversity. Just like Dr. King said, that's the test. That's the litmus test right there. That's the gauge. That's the standard. You know, it's not in a time of calm and peace that you see the person's character. You see the person's character when a crisis comes in effect. And so, as far as I'm concerned, Pastor Joel Osteen, he showed his ass. He showed his behind. Okay? And in fact, there's another video going around, circulating around YouTube of Joel Osteen before he knew that the interview was up and the camera was on, and just how he was looking at the people that was inside that sanctuary. And if that doesn't tell you all about what you need to see and know and feel, if you still got if your feelers are still intact and you're not that disconnected from the human feeling chain, then look at his face. When he finally did open up the door, he was looking like he didn't want those people in there. It's plain and simple. Find the footage, go look at it. I'm not going to give it to you because that's what you got the internet for, just like I saw it. Okay, that right there, Herman, it should make you ashamed. It really should. He lied. He was caught. And everything from there is suspect as far as I'm concerned. So I'm not going to apologize, first of all, because I'm not sorry. And I meant what I said. So, and anybody else that feels like Herman, that I spoke out about Joel Osteen, don't tell it to me. Pray for me, okay? That's all you do. All right. Now, with that being said, how dare Best Buy sell water? Since when did the appliance mogul corporation get into the business of selling water? And then when they sold it, tried to sell cases of it for $42, and then gave you some cockamamie lie about how you see how they blamed it on the employees. First of all, none of the management took responsibility, as if there's no supervisors or anybody running around inside that freaking store that should say, what the heck is this? Why is this happening? So It was a concerted effort by management to do that and had the employees put it out there. Let's get this straight. The employees don't make the day, don't do. They just drones. They do what they're told to do. So when you listen to the lies that the mainstream media tells you, first of all, you have to be totally insane to listen to these stories on the top surface, because they're just lies. And anytime you regurgitating what you hear on the 6 o'clock or at Reuters or Associated Press or ABC, NBC, whoever the hell, and you hear, and if you can't hear the slight, he who have ears, let him hear. Let him hear. You hear the lies. They just lie. Lie, 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 lie. That's why it's a mental house. Okay? Because I'm sitting up here listening to Best Buy conjure up all these cockamamie stories about why they would put a case of water in the front of their stores for $42. And they know damn well why they did it. Although they're known for selling stereo and CD parts and speakers, and they have an office section as well. But they're not even known for selling water. What the hell? So they purposely wanted to take advantage of the poor people. Black people, and you still think that there's not a war, there's not a game, a hunger game in you to pray? Poor people, do you see how they doing us? This is insane. But I have to implore us. We don't need no more hate for one another. You can see it all around us. How can we afford to hate each other? How can we afford? And those of us who have been driven mad to the point where we're eating off each other, we got to get them out the boat. We got to get them out. Because Best Buy should be ashamed of themselves. And if you got a Circuit City in your town, or if you got somebody else, American or whatever, I would never support Best Buy's ass anymore. The fact that they would sell me in a hurricane, in a crisis, some freaking water for $42 and something cents for a case, 24, and then blame it on their hourly employees, hourly wagers, to blame it on them, and to send that bull crap and cockamamie insane story out to American public, and for us to be fine with that, that gotta stop, because that's totally crazy. We have to start holding these people accountable. And first and foremost, we're gonna have to start holding ourselves accountable. We're gonna have to start holding ourselves accountable. If nobody love you, you don't even love yourself, well then, well, what? What? Let me say, I don't want to get carried away. The last but not least on this poll, on this list, are the thugs. Black thugs, white thugs, I don't give a damn. Thugs. Of course, I already know the mainstream media is only going to show a narrative of the black thugs. And the most ignorant and simple-minded people are only going to believe that only black thugs exist. But those who have even a peon of a brain are going to understand what the narrative is and how it's set up. So all of y'all thugs out there that are trying to break in people's homes during the crisis, all of you thugs that are trying to rob people during this crisis, and all of you thugs who are stealing from the stores, whatever happens to you, I got no love for you. If you stealing some survival products, I say God bless you. I said make it home safe. But if you out there stealing TVs and out there stealing hair weave and out there doing all that kind of stuff, you already know the difference. And you out here trying to steal from people in this crisis, some of you going to let the laws of karma catch you. And you're going to get electrocuted where you stand. Or some other travesty is going to happen to you. And it is what it is. I've been hearing a lot of stories, and just as well as I've been hearing stories about racist people telling them to call Jesus and telling people when they ask for help to call Jesus. I've heard all kinds of stories, but I've also seen firsthand where people who understand that all God asks of us is that we love each other. And that seems to be too hard to do. That's a very big task, I guess. It's to just love each other, because that's all the universe asks of us, is to love everything that's afforded to us. But we want to antagonize people. We want to enslave people. We want to boss people around. We want to have an upper class. We want to have a I'm better than you type. None of that was in the equation when all this was given to you. And all you was asked of is to serve your fellow man with all this beauty. Oh well. I want to say that people in Houston again, before I wrap this up, I'm praying for you, and I know that some of you guys are doing, it's going to be a long time for the recovery. I know that. And I hope the donations keep coming. There are people with boots on the ground. I don't recommend anybody sending any money to the Red Cross. I really don't. They have proven time and time again to have stolen the money. $522 million they can't give an account for from Haiti. The executive director right now can't even tell you how many donations are coming through Red Cross for this Harvey. He doesn't know. Listen, the Red Cross is a bad deal. I don't care what anybody says. And the ones who are saying that and giving big amounts through the Red Cross are people that are probably going to write this off, tax write-off. But some of y'all can't afford to do that. So don't do it. Find somebody with boots on the ground. Call some YouTubers that may know that are Houstonians. They're Houstonians. Call them. Find out what shelter or what donation organization or emergency rescuers that they recommend. Again, you got YouTubers like Willie D. You got Phil from the Advice Show. I know those two particular, but I'm sure there's a lot more. There's a few more, but they're slipping my tongue right now. But find out where the grassroots people are sending donators to, or are sending, Oh God, what was wow, Willie D. And I'm sorry, y'all, because I wasn't as prepared as I thought I was, because I wrote down the LLC, New Beginnings or something. It was I'm sorry, here it is. No, that's not it. That's not it. I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. I wrote it down, but this is the wrong website in front of me. It was something about beginning something. So just again, look at some of the grassroots YouTubers that like Willie D. Brother Phil from the Advise Show, and I think he's working with some of the guys from the Temple, or Brother Derek Muhammad, uh, people that are boots on the ground, who are residents of Houston and are out there making sure these supplies and these resources get to the people that need it. And they don't have a frown on their face or a look in their eye like Joe Osteen, like, oh God, I hope these people don't touch nothing. Wow. And like I said, it was all a great plan in order for people to be responding to us the way they do. We understand that. I understand it, and I know it's through no fault of your own. Okay? And I understand that the system of white supremacy has gotten some of us just so frustrated and fed up, especially when you hear a police officer openly say that they kill black people. You heard him. So there's no excuse for you now. Now I'm hearing he's being fired. But he just told the truth. He told the truth. And so, as black people, we cannot afford to not love each other and not help each other. We cannot afford it, because there are too many people that hate our very guts. Not for nothing that we originally did to them, not nothing that we've done, but because of who we are. And if we could just get that through our heads, because of who we are. Okay? All right. I love you, Houston, Texas, and all the other surrounding areas. Stay safe. Be blessed. And I'll see you next time, right here in the Mental House. Bye-bye.